Hi, this is Majin, and here's my comic pull list for, what is it, June 27th, 2018. Let's start off with Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Now, I'm only really going to focus on one key part here, and that's this battle here. You have Guy Gardner going nuts. He's trying to kill his dad. Somebody steps up, buddies for life, BFFs. Then he turns into the Dark Star, and they battle. Now, as I was reading this, I was like, going, this pedal actually isn't too bad. It has some great moments in it. And then it's over. And I'm like thinking, you could have taken out a whole bunch of this other nonsense. Like, you're going to take out the Hal Jordan part where he becomes this greater Green Lantern. You can get rid of Kyle's part and just focus on this fight. And it's not necessarily just the battle of the buildings being destroyed and energy attacks, things like that. What I'm talking about is the inner struggle. You have the inner struggle with Guy Gardner where he's starting to become free again of the control. And, he's twisted. He's fighting his friend while also struggling with his father. And what I think that kind of ruined it was after the fight's over, it's kind of like, hey, Dad, all right, I got to go. I'll come back and have coffee, drinks, whatever. And it's like, it doesn't really solve anything. And that's why I think, don't save that interaction of the coffee for later. Throw the dad in there. Give the dad a speech or two to try to get through to Guy. It's things like that which I'm just like going, the talking after that, it's pointless. This is where you want the talking in here. And that I think this could have been like a much more emotional impact. You could have, it's character defining. It's overcoming mental weakness and becoming a stronger individual type thing. And I think that they just kind of wasted an opportunity. They just cleaned it up really quick just so they can get to other parts that aren't as interesting, which is, it's a shame. Let's go to Man of Steel number 5. Okay, well, we figure out, okay, there's something going on. There's a pattern on the wall with all the fires. You have Superman just getting his butt whipped on the moon, and you have Granddad coming home to take grandson on an intergalactic vacation. And I'm just kind of going, well, I like the fire thing because I think that could potentially become good. It's like that nice little Easter egg, not an Easter egg, but plot point that they're going to put in because it's going to be big. The thing with the grandson issue, and Superman and Lois are like, you can't take my son, Connor, how dare you? And Connor's like, yeah, I kind of want to go. And I'm just thinking, okay, I get the sense of family, and I get the sense of, there's not many of them left. But didn't he just try to kill you guys, like, earlier? And, it's like, why would you want that connection any longer? I don't care if he says he's better. It's, why would you want that? And then the fight, it's at the end game now. Superman figured out that the Earth is gonna, this is the target to get destroyed to kill all the Kryptonians. And I'm just going, who cares? Who cares? It's, you lost, and unless the Justice League and Supergirl come to help, which he left them all behind, it's just like, who cares anymore? You technically you're going to lose, because you can't fight on Earth, because of the damage. You can't fight in the Earth because of the damage. So you got to fight in space again, and it's just like, it's, I guess the way I look at it is the build-up for Superman to overcome the obstacle isn't good. It's just, I'm going to make a more powerful villain who just beats down Superman and leaves. His goal was to kill the Kryptonians. Why didn't you just kill him on the moon? Why did you leave him for dead? Why didn't you kill him? That's the I don't get. You left him alive. It's like, it's sloppy writing. It's just, this is something that I would expect from a high school writing guy, not Bendis. Geez, it's like, I have this intense hatred and I've killed all the Kryptonians, destroyed their planet, but there's a few left, so I'll beat him up. Is what I'll do. I'll beat him up into unconsciousness, because I don't buy that he thought he was dead. That's baloney. That is a bunch of bull. But that's what I think of this. It's just, it's a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of crap writing, is what it is. Silencer. Okay. I love the fighting. I'm not gonna lie. I love the fighting. Good interaction between Talia and the Silencer. That part was good. I can't believe that the son never saw any of this. I mean, granted, he's in the bubble of no sound, but it's like, look at that craziness going on all over. He doesn't see anything? Really? And then, okay, now spoiler part, where it's not really a spoiler. Talia's like, well, you're gonna have to join me now, and we'll figure things out. And Silencer's like, no, you betrayed me. I wanted just peaceful life now, and you've ruined that, so I kill you. She kills her, and she gets the kid out of the restaurant. And all I'm thinking of is, this is Talia. I don't care if you've cut off her every limb. She is going to disappear and come back in a few issues later angry. So why did you just stab her and run? It's like, granted, I get that your number one priority is your kid, but I mean, you're a trained assassin. It's like, and this. It's like, it was, so it's no surprise she goes back and Talia's gone. She's gone back to the pits to get resurrected nonsense. And it's like, I just, the thing that gets me is the writing and the editing. They try to push the envelope, and then they basically reseal it because they can't have that possible outcome. They want to tease it, like saying, hey, look, we're edgy. And then they say, no, we're not. And, it's ridiculous. I don't know. And then we got the worst. And this is like, the New Age of Heroes is just... So far, I'm just not buying this New Age of Heroes nonsense. I mean, there's some good parts to it. You have, Metamorpho is struggling. You have Phantom Girl, who's talking to Mr. Fairplay, Mr. Terrific, and he's still being a complete jerk. And then she just asks a question. He's like, we're done here. And it's like, you got moments. I get how you want to treat him as an ass. But, there's a moment there that you just kind of shut the door maybe a little bit prematurely. And then you have Plastic Man who's like going, I'm sorry, honey. I was in another dimension. Yeah, I understand I was 5 years, but, I was an egg and I was, for the most part, dead. What, my son's 17 now? How is he? It's like, fantastic moment. And it's just cut short again. I guess you can say maybe many people would be bored by that. But, it's like, it's like a moment in time where you have heroes who are supposed to be this pillar of, greatness. They're brave. They're, the peak of, that they stand and protect, and they only show the tough side. And here's a moment where it's very, it's personal, it's very sad, and he's struggling. But then, oh, wait a second, something happens and he's got to cut the phone call short. And, I guess on one hand, people can say, well, that makes it worse. No, it doesn't, because that's the same device that is used every single time. You get to something where it's interesting. You get to a character-defining moment where you get personal. You get to see the other side, the negative side of being a human. The fact that he's been gone for 5 years, and then the kid. It's like that's a moment where you could have just devoted a couple pages to, and it would have gotten real. It would have defined Plastic Man. You could have seen, because he's always usually joking, and now it's like, hey, wait a second, he's not. This is affecting him more so. I mean, you get a teaser of it, but I don't think it's enough. I really don't. Especially when at the end it's, hey guys, what's really going on is there's a bunch of metamorpho type people and they're fighting each other in a city type thing. And I'm just, God, this stuff is just so painful sometimes. It kind of makes you wonder too with these writers. It's like in their head, if like for an example, if you didn't have this page count restriction, this writing to the trades mentality, it makes you wonder what would they do, in situations. Would they focus more on character building, character development moments, or just start something, end it quickly, and then go to the fight? I don't know. This is just nonsense. I got some manga coming, and that should be here soon. That's it for today, I guess. We'll have more stuff later, like, share, and let me know what you guys are looking forward to reading the most. We'll have more stuff later, so until next time.